I was in 6th grade, and it seemed like a normal day at school. I was hanging out with my friends right before our computer class. And when we got to class, we had to give presentations about our families on PowerPoint. And then it hit me that I totally forgot to put pictures of my family. I had 5 minutes till class, so I tried to find photos of each family member on the internet. And well, I did. But then I had to search for my dad. Just so you know, my parents got divorced, but me and my dad still kept in touch. He's a truly loving person, and I love him so much. So when I Googled my dad and saw the results, my mouth dropped wide open. I found a bunch of pictures of him in handcuffs and articles with his name followed by pictures of him being escorted by the police. I was shocked. At first, I thought maybe it was someone else who looked like him. But when I looked closer, I knew it was him because he has a teardrop tattoo under his right eye, and this man in the picture had the same one. I had no idea he went to prison. At that moment, my teacher called me for my presentation, and I forgot to close the pictures. The teacher hooked up my computer to the smartboard, and when I turned around, there were pictures of my dad plastered on the board for everyone to see. My friend Zoe shouted, "Wait, Alicia, isn't that your dad?" I guess she was in shock too, and she blurted it out without thinking. My teacher looked really confused and quickly turned it off. I just ran out of the class, crying, and never finished my presentation. When I got back home, I asked my mom about my dad. She said he was doing fine, but when I told her about what happened at school, the truth came out. She told me that my dad had been imprisoned a couple of months ago and was sentenced to 16 years. He told 2 other men to invade a neighbor's house because he knew they had money stashed there. My dad ran the operation. Later, I read an article where one cop said, "There's one less threat to society." It really hurt because I don't see my dad as a danger. I just remember the loving guy he was. And well, at first, the situation was really hard to accept. I just felt like I could have done something to prevent this from happening. Maybe even talked him out of it. I felt like it was all my fault. It was hard. Only weeks later, we got a phone call from my dad. He talked about how much he missed me and that he still wanted to keep a strong relationship despite the circumstances. We never talked about what he did. I've never been mad at him because I love him so much. Today, our relationship is even stronger than it ever was. I learned over time that I shouldn't blame myself for what happened. My dad's a grown man. He made his decision, and now he has to pay for the consequences. I just try to support him as much as I can because he is still my loving father, and that will never change. I just can't wait for him to get out of prison so I could give him a big hug.